Hi everyone, welcome. Let's talk about equilibrium on the market. What we know about equilibrium. Equilibrium is a situation in which supply and demand have been brought into balance. In the equilibrium, we discuss equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity. Equilibrium price balances the quantity supply and the quantity demanded, and in the equilibrium, quantity supply is exactly equal to quantity demanded. Let's see this on this diagram. Of course, this diagram is taken from your textbook. Now, we have a market for ice cream. In this market, we have an equilibrium at the price equal to $2. This is the equilibrium price. In the equilibrium, the quantity equilibrium is equal to 7. It means that quantity supply and quantity demanded are exactly equal to 7 ice creams. Now, what if the market is not in equilibrium? And let's imagine that the price on the market is not $2, but the price is equal to $5. That will create a problem for this market. Why we will see this as a problem? Because at the price equal to $5, the quantity demanded is equal to 2 ice creams, but quantity supply is equal to 12 ice creams. We do not have equilibrium anymore because quantity supply is not equal to quantity demanded. We call this situation a surplus or excess supply, and this excess supply is equal to 10 ice creams. Now, what market will do to resolve this problem? Because we have suppliers of ice creams, they make those ice creams to sell them. Now they have been left with 10 ice creams that they could not sell at the price equal to $5. What they will try to do, they will try to decrease the price. And when they will be decreasing the price, what will happen? When you think about consumers, they will try to buy and they will be willing to buy more ice creams. And this is exactly according to the law of demand. When lower prices increase quantity demanded, when the good has more affordable, is cheaper, of course, as consumers, we are willing to buy more of this good. Now, what is the impact of the lower price on quantity supply? As you could see, this small arrow is showing us the impact on lower price on quantity supply. And according to the law of supply, lower prices decrease quantity supply, and this is represented by that small arrow. This is what is called a movement along supply curve, that is caused by lower market price. Now let's consider a different situation. In this situation, we have a market price that is equal to $1. Again, $1 price is not the equilibrium price. You could see that now $1 price is below the equilibrium price. And now the market has a problem, because with the $1 price, the quantity supply is equal to 3 ice creams, when quantity demanded is 11 ice creams. We could see that the quantity demanded is greater than the quantity supply. We call this situation a shortage or excess demand. The shortage on our graph is equal to 8 ice creams. It's not enough. And of course, you have crazy consumers, they really want to buy those ice creams. The problem is that with the price equal to $1, suppliers only supply 3 ice creams. It means again how the market will resolve this problem. Suppliers will try to use that opportunity, and suppliers will try to increase the price. And of course, when the price will be gradually increasing from $1 to $2, according to the law of supply and the law of demand, you will have increase in quantity supply along this supply curve, and you will have decrease in quantity demanded along demand curve, and the market will reach equilibrium when the price is equal to $2 and the quantity is equal to 7 ice creams. Now let's talk about what is called comparative statics. Now the analysis of change in demand or supply is called comparative statics because it involves comparing an old equilibrium and new equilibrium. It means, what if we will have change to the demand or supply? It means demand or supply curve will shift on the diagram to the left or to the right. We will explain this situation using 2 examples. And in those 2 examples, we will use what is called 3 steps analysis. When analyzing how some events affect a market, we proceed in 3 steps. The first one, we have to find out which side of the market is affected, demand or supply, sometimes both. Now, the second step is to decide in which direction the curve will shift, to the left or to the right. And the third step, we will use the supply and demand diagram to see how the shift changes the equilibrium. And we will have the first case, and this is when we have a market for ice cream. Let's assume we have very hot weather, it's summer, there's a very high temperature outside, and of course many people is trying to buy ice creams. This is what will shift demand to the right. You have D1 shifts to the right. Can you see this arrow is showing the shift? It means we are following those 3 steps. Step 1, which side of the market is affected? Demand. Because we have hot weather and people like to buy more ice cream. Now step 2, which direction demand curve will shift? Demand will shift to the right because we have increase in demand for ice cream. Now step 3, new equilibrium. As you could see, when initially demand curve shifts to the right, it doesn't mean that in the same time this price of $2 will automatically shift up to $2.50. Instead, initially we will have a shortage at the initial price because we have increasing demand for ice cream, and in this dot that you could see, you have now higher quantity demanded along the new demand curve D2, but in the same time we have still the same quantity supply. There is not enough of ice creams on the market, and as we discussed before, it will basically, you will have a change in the price. Suppliers will use that opportunity to increase the price from $2 to $2.50. It's not going to happen in one move. You will have gradual increase, and of course when we will have higher and higher price, quantity supply will increase, quantity demanded will decrease, and we will have new equilibrium. In this new equilibrium, price increase by 50 cents and quantity in equilibrium increase by 3 ice creams. And now one more example. Let's see what will happen when we have some very big problem on the market, when we have decrease in supply of ice creams. This decrease in supply of ice creams is caused by bushfire. And again, you have step 1, which side of the market is affected? Supply. Step 2, which direction of the shift? Supply curve shifts to the left because we have lower supply of ice creams at every price level. And of course, initially the price is still $2, and initially we have a shortage because this is the new quantity supply along that new supply curve at the price $2, and you have quantity demanded, and you could see that there is a shortage. This is the quantity demanded, this is the quantity supply. It's not enough of those ice creams on the market. This is why the market will decide to increase the price, because suppliers will use that opportunity to charge more, and in the end market will reach new equilibrium with $2.50 price. It means you have increase in price by 50 cents. Unfortunately, you will have a decrease in quantity supply by 3 ice creams in that new equilibrium. I hope my video was helpful, and thank you for watching.